Ever opened your medicine cabinet and
Yeah.
thought, how did this stuff even get here?
It is a journey, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And today, we are going on that journey, diving deep into the intricate world of drug discovery and development.
That's right. We're going to break down this complex process, make it a little easier to digest.
Exactly. We're talking chemistry, biology, pharmacology, heck, even a little bit of law with all the regulations involved.
Definitely interdisciplinary. And we've got some great source material here to guide us.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's start with the basics. Our sources mentioned this whole thing has, well, a history. It wasn't always labs and targeted therapies.
Right, right. Way back when, drug discovery was a lot more, shall we say, accidental.
Oh, yeah. Like how so?
Well, think about those traditional remedies, plant-based stuff. People noticed certain plants helped with certain ailments. It wasn't like they knew the exact molecule or mechanism.
Makes sense. Just
Yeah.
trial and error observation.
Exactly. And a lot of those observations actually led to some of the first drugs.
Fascinating. But obviously, things have changed.
Big time. Our sources highlight how modern drug discovery has become much more targeted. Like, instead of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Scientists are getting super specific about what they want to hit.
Precisely. It's this whole idea of targeting.
Okay, so explain that to me. How do they target specific things in the body?
It all boils down to understanding the disease, like what's actually going wrong at a molecular level. Once scientists figure that out, they can start designing drugs that specifically interact with those molecules.
I see. So it's all about precision.
Exactly. Instead of affecting a whole bunch of different things in the body.
These targeted drugs zero in on the problem area.
You got it. Think of it this way. It's like having a mechanic who knows exactly which part is broken in your car and has a tool designed just for that part. Less collateral damage.
And hopefully fewer side effects.
Exactly. Now, another big thing in modern drug discovery is the use of combinatorial approaches.
Combinatorial? It sounds like it's all about combinations.
It is. Basically, scientists can create tons of different molecular variations very quickly. It's like having a giant library of potential drug candidates all ready to be tested.
So instead of testing one at a time,
They can screen a huge number simultaneously, which massively speeds up the process.
okay, that makes sense. So you find the right molecule, but then what?
Well, then comes the rational drug design part.
Rational design.
Yeah, and it's kind of like taking that targeted approach to the next level.
How so?
Okay, so with rational design, scientists use their knowledge of how a target molecule works to actually design a drug from scratch that's likely to interact with it in just the right way.
So they're not just stumbling upon something that works.
Nope, it's a much more deliberate, knowledge-driven process.
Pretty incredible. But, one thing that strikes me is just how many different fields are involved in this whole process.
Oh, tons. You need chemists to make those molecules, biologists to understand what's going on in the body.
And then pharmacologists to figure out how those drugs behave, medical doctors to run trials.
And don't forget, the regulatory folks, making sure everything's safe and legal. It's a huge team effort.
Absolutely. And we're just scratching the surface here. Our sources delve into a whole bunch of subtopics. We've got the historical stuff, the different targeting strategies, the molecular biology behind it all the ins and outs of rational design. It's a lot.
It's a whole field constantly evolving, and I think what we've talked about really underscores just how complex bringing a new medicine to market is. It takes a deep understanding across a bunch of different scientific and medical disciplines.
And that's what's so cool about it.
Absolutely.
This journey from accidental discovery to this super precise science is truly remarkable. And it's all driven by this desire to improve human health.
Couldn't agree more. It's a powerful example of how scientific understanding, collaboration, persistence, it can all lead to these incredible breakthroughs.
Okay, so final thoughts here. What's next? I mean, we've come so far, but what might be the next big leap in this field? What kind of game-changing approach might be just around the corner?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Sure is. And one we'll have to ponder another time.
Absolutely.
But for now, that's our deep dive into the world of drug discovery and development.
See you next time.
Catch you later.